So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you episode number 5 of our FIFA 18 AFC Bournemouth career mode here, and we're finally not restricted by EA access anymore. The full game is out. I'm recording this on the Friday as the game came out, but you should hopefully be seeing it on Saturday the 30th of September, so let me know what your thoughts of the game are. You'll hopefully have all played it by now if you're getting it on the day of release or the day afterwards. Let me know what you think of the game down in the comment section below, because personally I feel like it is a bit of an improvement from FIFA 17, but I'd love to hear your thoughts as well down there in the comments. But for today, we're back to 3 games an episode, ladies and gents, because we are now out of the transfer window. We had a very busy transfer window, making 6 signings. If you haven't seen the first 4 episodes of this career mode and you're new to the channel, then there's going to be an annotation in the top right of the screen taking you to the playlist of this series so far. And if you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe for similar content like this and slap a like on this video if you do enjoy it. And you can see the 3 games we're going to be playing in today's episode here in the background on the calendar. First of all, a Carabao Cup tie against Rotherham of League 1. I think they got relegated from the Championship last season, didn't they? And then Everton and Leicester both being at Premier League ties to round off this episode. So before we get into any games in this episode, I'd like to take you through training just for this first little segment of the video. We've got Ben Brereton, Lewis Cook, and our newest signing, Ryan Sessegnon, being trained at the moment. Hopefully we'll get some attribute growth from those guys. Probably the highest potential players in the squad, or some of the highest potential players in the team. And Ryan Sessegnon is even now growing an overall. He's up to a 68 now as the left back. So last episode I gave you guys the chance to vote for the first time in this series as to who your player of the episode was. And you guys, very interestingly, chose the only guy that didn't score in the entire vote in that episode, and that was Asmir Begovic for his great performance in basically winning us the game against Arsenal. Of course, Rafinha scored the winning goal, but Begovic's save in injury time kept the scoreline at 3-2 and was a very good save. So Asmir Begovic, as a reward for that, will be playing every single game of today's episode. Ironically, it's actually a bit of a shame that Asmir Begovic has won player of the episode, because one thing I really wanted to try going into this 3rd round Carabao Cup tie here against Rotherham was actually test out our other goalkeeper, our other main goalkeeper being Artur Boruc, the Polish, the Polishman. You can see the team going into this one is very much revised because it is a cup game. I do want to give some fringe players a chance. You can see that Adam Smith is back in at right back, Ryan Sessegnon is playing at left back, Ake and Steve Cook though remain as the centre halves. Conor Mahoney, the new man from Blackburn in real life for Bournemouth, starts at right mid, Rafinha stays in at left mid, Ronaldo Vieira and Andrew Sermon will be the central midfielders with Brereton and Josh King up top, and you can see we've got actually quite a young bench as well. So we're going into the first cup game of this series. Let's just pray the sliders are actually okay and they're actually going to give us a challenge, and I don't mind Rotherham giving us a challenge. You know, we were very much known for doing horrendously in cup competition last series. So one thing I am going to mention here as well is Ben Brereton is still number 9. That isn't the number that I want him to have for the whole series. So Brereton out wide towards Conor Mahoney. This is a chance potentially to get a goal. It's saved though by the goalkeeper, and after 5 minutes we're already almost clean through there with one of the younger players. It's Frecklington now into Moore. Great challenge though from Nathan Ake, who continues to run forward, but Vieira gives the ball away. Thankfully it's back to Ake again. Now into Brereton. That is into Sermon, who's got a bit of space, and he finds the back of the Rotherham goal and gives us the lead after just 10 minutes in this one. It's an interesting celebration from Andrew Sermon. Great goal though from him. To be expected. I don't think we can really judge the slider settings off this game, because we are probably expected to beat opposition like this. The real challenge will come when we face Everton and Leicester later. As Brereton over the top, I don't know why I've just rolled my R. Brereton over the top towards Mahoney. He skips away from the challenge. Can he cut back inside? He can. Goes for the finesse effort, but it's just high and wide. Great stuff though there from Mahoney, cutting inside with a reverse step over. I'm not going to lie, it's not been the most entertaining half of football. It is 1-0. We've seen a goal, but apart from that, there hasn't been too many chances. This, though, is Josh King trying to change that, getting away from the defenders. He can pass it towards Brereton, but he made a terrible run just in front of Josh King. I wanted to just pass it past the goalkeeper. So Ryan Sessegnon's first start as a Bournemouth player ends in a minor injury. I don't think it should keep him out for too long. Maybe a couple of weeks, but I don't want to keep him on the pitch if he is struggling with an injury. So Tyrone Mings makes his first appearance of the series. Ronaldo Vieira, I know he's a youngster and he will grow into his potential, but unfortunately there's got to be someone. There's got to be someone who's the worst player on the pitch for us, and it's definitely Ronaldo Vieira. He's given the ball away far too many times. His first touch has been very poor. That's out wide to Mahoney. And we've got many forward runs, to be fair, in this, which isn't ideal when we're trying to keep hold of the ball. That's Emerson Hinman winning the ball back, and the long shot is not bad at all. What an introduction to the series that would have been for the young American central midfielder. No more chances for us to increase our lead. That's a great through ball down the left-hand side, though, for Williams. Great block there from Adam Smith, and that'll go out for a corner. I imagine the goalkeeper will be chucked forward. No. Rotherham clearly not valuing their participation in the Carabao Cup that much. It's headed away by Steve Cook and then by Vieira as well, which was vital because I wasn't even controlling him. It's ended in a victory for us in the Carabao Cup, and we now move on to the 4th round of the competition. So man of the match in the end was actually Ben Brereton, not even the man that scored the goal, although Sermon did get a good rating, as you'd expect as well, with an 8.3. Can't really think of any times that Brereton did anything too badly wrong apart from his positioning when we could have got a second right at the end of the first half. Good game definitely for Conor Mahoney, really good stuff from him. So injury update then when it comes to Ryan Sessegnon. Unfortunately he actually sprained his knee, so he will be out for 3 weeks, so he'll be out for the rest of the episode and probably the first game of the next episode as well. So game 2 of the episode sees us away from home against Everton then at Goodison Park. I can feel my voice going already. This is the... Oh god, this is going to be interesting. You can see we're basically back to the normal side, really. Callum Wilson and Josh King up top. Vilhena and Arter back in as central midfielders. Rafinha plays again, same for Ake and Cook. So this really is going to be the test of the slider settings, quite frankly. Interestingly, Everton have actually signed Danny Welbeck in this series, so to add to the players they've already got, they've also brought in Danny Welbeck from Arsenal. This, though, is Sigurdsson. He's gone past Nathan Ake, and the shot is saved by Asmir Begovic. Pinged out wide. That is into Visor. Now into Callum Wilson, who's got a bit of space and a great save from Joel Robles. Good effort, though, from Callum Wilson. Maybe just needed to be slightly more in the corner. Ryan Fraser winning the ball back. Good little back heel. Arter into Rafinha. The passing is great in this game so far. Now Ryan Fraser with some space. The run being made by Josh King. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson finish. Indeed he can. It is 1-0 to Bournemouth in this game. And we take the lead once again in this series. But anyway, Callum Wilson gets the goal. That's into Martin, and now Schneiderlin through towards Welbeck, but thankfully Daniels is there for the interception. Now it's Ryan Fraser down the line there for Wilson, through now to Josh King, and this should now be an easy goal for Josh King, and it's a great save from Robles, counting my chickens firmly before they'd been hatched there. That's Luke Shaw into Danny Welbeck here. He's got a bit of space, and he's found the top corner. He was given evidently far too much space there, was Danny Welbeck, and after half an hour Everton have equalised in this game. Arguably it is a bit poor from me, but I didn't want to lunge in for a challenge and give away a penalty, so I backed away a little bit more, then committed. Welbeck took it round Steve Cook and then has cushioned it into the top corner. The new signing in from Arsenal doing a good job for Everton already, and it is 1-1 now suddenly in this game. Loving the Cruyff turn this year. That is into Callum Wilson with a finesse effort just past the post. That was a lot closer than what I was expecting. Here's Danny Welbeck in the centre of the pitch, pretty deep, giving it to Gylfi Sigurdsson. Slight frame freeze there, which isn't ideal. Rafinha, that although simple, was very nice indeed from Rafinha. Oh my god, no, Rafinha needs to be stopped, and he has been by Jagielka. I was going to go for Ronaldo chop there, or a Berber spin, and I think it would have beaten Jagielka, but unfortunately I didn't do it in time. That's Welbeck into Sigurdsson. Great passing play. Sandro with the shot, and it is wide. And you can see the reaction from Sandro on the floor. He knows with the last kick of the first half he could have given Everton the lead there. That seemed like a decent chance. Ghana Guy is now onto the pitch as well, so we're definitely going to have to watch out for him. Great ball out wide there from Sandro, out towards Luke Shaw. The ball back into the box, just about saved by Begovic, and Rafinha just has to get it anywhere, and it goes out for a corner. Just dealt with there by Begovic. It's taken a deflection, that's why Begovic had to literally lean out. Otherwise, that was going straight to Sigurdsson to sweep it home into an empty net. Welbeck still on it, back to Shaw, now to Sigurdsson. Don't do anything stupid, it's Shaw again, he's got support in the centre, save from Begovic, and it's just about turned in by Sandro Ramirez. I think it was actually, yeah, it was Charlie Daniels who could have got his toe to that. He hasn't even lent into, I mean, you know, if he slides in, he gets there. He's tried to clear it away instead of absolutely throwing himself at that and sending it out even for a corner or anything. Back to Schneiderlin. Oh, great interception or great tackle there from Visor, who can try and burst away with his pace. He can indeed. He's going to go past Ghana Guy, hopefully turn back. Great turn from him. Now into Wilson. That's through towards King. Can he get away from King? Yes, he can. It's Josh King, and it's in to the back of the Everton net at a vital time from Joshua King with just 4 minutes of this game to go. We're back level at 2-2 thanks to Joshua King. The assist once again from Callum Wilson. Those two linking up yet again in this game. If we'd have lost this game, we could have really pinpointed that miss from King earlier back in the first half when it was 1-0 and really said, you know, maybe that was a turning point of the game. But that is the end of the game, and a last gasp goal from Joshua King gives us a point in this one. The Everton fans are quite rightfully a bit disappointed after they came back from behind, were leading with just 5 minutes of the game to go, and then some good passing play between Wilson and King gets us a goal and gets us a point in this game, crucially. Man of the match then was Callum Wilson, but not much to separate the two forwards in this game, who were the best players on the pitch, unsurprisingly. Ryan Fraser gets an 8.5 as well. Been very impressed with him so far in this series. He's a very good outlet over on that right-hand side. So, I may have mentioned it last episode, but a youth academy is now going to be being put into place. We haven't really got that much money. We only had £1.2 million, so we've not really been able to spend too much on bringing in some really good scouts. We have brought in Oliver Hakkarainen, 3-star, 3-star, and Ed Hall, who is 2-star, 3-star. And we're going to be scouting probably the English Isles at first, and then a little bit later on we'll start scouting the rest of Europe. But we're really getting through these games pretty quickly. It's now already time for episode number 3 of this episode, and we are at home against Leicester City. This will be a difficult challenge, probably just as challenging as Everton, although even more worryingly than that, Leicester are actually in the top 4 at the moment in this save, so they're going into this one probably in good form, whereas we're going into it off the back of a loss and a draw. We're already dropped down to second in the EPL table. Manchester City have taken over that. You can see the squad in the background. It's pretty similar to the one we've just played, apart from really that we've got Defoe up front instead of Callum Wilson, because I am wanting to at least, you know, chop and change players just a little bit in this save. Pretty strong Leicester side, of course, the likes of Vardy and Mahrez, who won Leicester that dream EPL title a couple of seasons ago. But obviously they've improved even more than that. The likes of Ibora coming into the side, Slimani as well. And Didi, of course, is playing as well, the hero from Hull City career mode. Fraser sees the run being made by Defoe, but Dragovic is there, but he's passed it straight into Josh King. Josh King can finish, but it's a save, sorry. Not a shave. It is a save from Kasper Schmeichel. Resultant corner will be swung in by Ryan Fraser. It's quite deep into Lewis Cook and just wide of the post. Sorry, Steve Cook, not Lewis Cook. That's going to take some time. Steve Cook there just putting that past the post. Now it's fired into Slimani, out wide to Mahrez, into Jamie Vardy. We're going to struggle to keep hold of him pace-wise, but Nathan Ake coming across and covering meant that he sort of had to go for the shot, and Begovic is there to claim. That's not as far as I wanted it to go. Vardy gets past Steve Cook and fires it wide. I mean, I hope you guys could tell what I was hoping for there. Begovic chucking it out. I wanted it to go out to Visor, but for some reason, despite me putting, I think, over half the power bar on it, it only went as far as Nathan Ake. Honestly, this has probably been the most entertaining 0-0 draw I've ever seen in my life. First 38 minutes of this game have been fantastic, but there's somehow been no goals. Fraser trying to change that looking for King as Schmeichel comes out and obliterates everything in his path, including his own defender. Visor lunged in there. I'm glad he didn't make any connection. Now it's Vardy. Dangerous position. He's cut inside and it's deflected out for a corner, thankfully. But that so almost deflected into the back of the net off the shoulder of Steve Cook. Begovic sent completely the wrong way. Visor out to the edge of the area for Tony Vilhena. It's a good effort. Save from Kasper Schmeichel. Vilhena. That's Harry Arter. Oh my word. What an effort. The central midfielders are making some pretty decent long shots happen here. Now that would have been a goal. Oh my word, would that have been a goal. Daniels down the line there for Rafinha. Oh, great bit of skill from Rafinha. Can he finish it off? It's saved by Schmeichel and then headed wide into the side netting. I'm not going to lie, guys. I wasn't even in control of Rafinha when he took that second shot. It's done an auto shot and it's gone into the side netting. That skill, that piece of skill was phenomenal from Rafinha. And he's at it again there, this time with the scoop turn. Trying to play it through there towards Josh King. Back to Rafinha again. This is a great passing move. It was in towards Defoe, but Schmeichel is there. That's out to the right-hand side for Riyad Mahrez. Decent effort from him. But again, it's poor finishing from both sides. Jamie Vardy, oh, he's turned Nathan Ake. This is a great chance. Vilhena comes in, it's hit the post, and then it's put wide by Jamie Vardy. There's a clear-cut opportunity every 2 minutes in this game, and yet still it is 0-0. Asmir Begovic places the ball down for a goal kick. Mystified as to how this game is still 0-0. Still Daniels, Vilhena, King, Defoe. Back to King again. This is a great move. It's Josh King and it's dribbled wide. Oh my god, no one can finish their dinner in this football match. Extraordinary game. Now into King. Come on. We can do this. I believe we can actually get a goal in this football match. Arter into Defoe. Jermaine Defoe, and the save from Kasper Schmeichel. At least it's on target this time. Kept in by Mahrez and then cleared away. Decent effort there from Defoe, but a great save from Schmeichel. Seen some really good saves from him now in this game, at least 3. Jamie Vardy's got a chance to get away here from Steve Cook, but Cook with a brilliant challenge on Vardy, who goes down. Arter's going to spray that one out wide to Rafinha, who takes it in his stride again, does the Brazilian. He's gone past Maguire, but that is clearly a foul. He's holding on to the ball. Rafinha eventually goes down. 2 minutes then of this game to go. I can't take free kicks to save my life, so we're going to lay this one off to Jermaine Defoe to try and win it for us, and it's straight at Schmeichel, but it is parried away and then cleared. Somehow, this has ended goalless. How on earth this game, and there'll be inquiries for the next couple of decades as to how this game has finished 0-0, given both sides had at least 15 shots in that football match, I think, from what I was counting. Player ratings wise though, Rafinha was the man of the match with an 8.4, Tony Vilhena gets an 8, Josh King and Charlie Daniels with good ratings too. So an incredibly strange game to round off September and also to round off this episode. You can see how it has affected the Barclays Premier, I need to stop this, the EPL table, how it has affected the EPL table. We are now 3rd, we've dropped behind Manchester City and Watford, and we are dropping very slowly, which I think is natural now that we've got these slider settings pretty much bang on, although teams like United, Chelsea and Liverpool are struggling even more, whilst Arsenal are down all the way in 15th place. Brighton, Huddersfield and Crystal Palace are currently occupying those relegation places. Nevertheless, in the background you'll now be seeing the Hall of Fame, which obviously holds all the records that are held in this series so far, like top goal scorer, top assist maker, most appearances, youngest goal scorer, all of that sort of stuff. I'll be hopefully adding more records to this as we go along, and if you've got any suggestions for those to be added, then make sure to drop them down in the comment section. Meanwhile, now at the top right of the screen, you'll be seeing a vote to decide who was the player of the episode in this video here, FIFA 18 at Bournemouth career mode. Whoever you guys think was the best player in this episode will therefore be rewarded with the player of the episode accolade and will play every single game of the next episode. Nevertheless, that is basically it from me for this episode of FIFA 18 at Bournemouth career mode. I'm sweating yet again. I'm going to have to go and have a shower. This is really starting to get out of hand now. But if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. You can also comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much, and let me know anything you want me to do with the series. If there's anything that's really pressing that you think I should change or things that I should add, I'm always open to suggestions, so leave those down in the comment section. You can also follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @theofficialfng. Links to that are in the description. And my Instagram is the same handle as well, @theofficialfng. Links to that are down in the description as well. But it has been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Yo, Massapeals. I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watchers. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk off Henny and Fosters. I have a career, I'm jobless. This bitch f me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop us.